Just ran out of sideline.
Georgiadis' highlight film. He makes
tackle there.
Quite a few tackles, knocks the ball down. Big number 55. Here, probably a touchdown saving tackle.
He's been all over the field. Punt away.
Canam kicking.
Gonna let it hit.
Again, Hoover's fumbled those punts. They're just not putting anybody back. They're going to run that risk.
Let's get out of the way.
Can't punt it that far in the mud anyway.
And they'll down it at the 42 of Hoover. We're going to take a timeout on the downtown Ford Lincoln Mercury scoreboard. North Canton 31, Jackson nothing. Back after these messages.
What's waiting for you at the University of Akron? It's energy, excellence, and opportunity. The University of Akron continues to set the standard for excellence in student success, a new gold standard in higher education. It's an exceptional faculty, excellent academic programs, world-class research, state-of-the-art technology, and a vibrant campus life with brand new facilities. The University of Akron. Energy, excellence, and opportunity. Lots of opportunity.
Staley Technologies, your total communications provider. Visit them at staleytech.com. Staley Technologies, your Motorola authorized two-way radio dealer.
The high school game of the week is brought to you by Home Appliance Company. Selection you want at the prices you need. Don't get lost in a big box. Home Appliance Company, your hometown store. 406 North Erie Street in Massillon.
Medicare beneficiaries, would you like a health plan that gives you the coverage you need and is easy to understand? Health Plan Secure Care offers you a $0 to $65 monthly premium plan with affordable copays that give you direct access to the health services you need. With Health Plan Secure Care, there are no deductibles and virtually no paperwork. Get the health coverage you need and the peace of mind you want with Secure Care. Call 1-877-236-2290. The Health Plan, here for you in your hometown.
And we're back at North Canton Hoover. The Vikings in control. 31-0 over Jackson on the downtown Ford Lincoln Mercury scoreboard. It's 1st and 10. Jared Wackerly back in a quarterback for the Vikings. It's Phil Howard crossing the 40 to the 45. And a lot of running room all the way to the Jackson 41-yard line. There is a flag on the play back inside the 45 of Hoover. They'll probably come back. Final score tonight at Perry, and a surprise, Coach. Glen Oak 27, Perry 10.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an upset.
I think not totally surprised that Glen Oak won, but by how much?
Yeah, and it's, you know, to the credit of the Glen Oak coaching staff that they've put that squad together, and what's that wind them up now? 6-4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they'll mark it back after the penalty. It's going to bring up a 1st and 20 after that holding call. And now we've got a brand new offense, except I think for the tailback. All second teamers in there now.
Jackson's got a new kid in at defensive tackle.
Soretta going to give it to Howard. Howard to the 35 and knocked out of bounds.
They do have Soretta in the game, but also they're in a little drier area of the field.
Jackson player coming out injured. It's 28. Taylor.
Power off tackle play, and Howard with a good stiff arm. Philip Howard, and gets knocked out of bounds over here.
A couple of new players on defense for the Polar Bears. 21.
Number
John Halley.
66, Joe LaMonica's in there at a defensive right tackle spot. Now he moves over to the left side.
Mike Ailman is in a corner. Give it off to Howard. Howard breaks it outside. Still on his feet, punishing a couple of would-be tacklers, and takes it to the 47.
Phil Howard.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down now for the Vikings.
This is all second group from Hoover, all clean jerseys.
Except for Howard.
Except for Howard, the tailback. And he essentially is the backup tailback.
Ball to 47-yard line.
It's his last ball game here at and during a regular season, and they're going to let him have a little fun if he can.
Batchelder in on the stop for the Polar Bears moments ago. 3rd down, and we'll call it 5. They'll give it to Howard. Crosses the 50 and to about the 47. Looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down. It'll be close. Yep, there's the signal. 1st down, Vikings. Approaching the 6-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. It's been all Hoover tonight. Couple more substitutions on the Jackson defense.
They put Soretta back in at quarterback, but they've also now got the second team center in, and this is the guy he's used to working with. They got a lot better chance of snapping the ball in mud than 2 people that don't work together.
There you go. Denny Kincaid, our stats guy, tells us Eric Howard has 85 yards on the night. Phil Howard has 78. Soretta feeling the pressure, going to throw, and it's incomplete down near the 40-yard line of Jackson. Eric Howard, 16 carries, 85 yards. Phil Howard, 11 carries for 78.
Yeah, that second center I was just talking about is Max Denke. He's a 5'11", 168-pound sophomore, number 61. Probably that's who Soretta works with all the time, and they got a little better shot at making things happen.
All right, 2nd down and 10 at the Jackson 48. Soretta going to give it to Phil Howard. Phil Howard sidesteps another tackler. He's on his way. Phil Howard, they're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Hoover. 47 yards. The Big Play Replay brought to you by the University of Akron. Discover the Akron advantage for yourself, and let's see that run by Phil Howard.
I think this will probably too be the last play you see Phil Howard.
I would guess.
And as I said, he's in there with the whole second offense, and essentially he is the second tailback. So that's.
Oh, they're going to call this back. There must have been a flag, Coach.
But he had a nice little time running that one in, flag or no flag. Polar Bears substituting now also more and more white shirts on the field.
Yep, that's coming back. They'll mark it back at the Jackson 45. That's a holding call. And the rain is back with us.
With a vengeance. It's pouring. The puddles I watch from up here are really pouring. There you get a picture of it in the lights.
Yep. It always looks worse in the lights. It's pretty steady, but it almost looks monsoonish.
Oh.
In the lights. 2nd and 8. And that is Phil Howard as he struggles to the 45 to the 44. That was Boswell with the tackle, I believe, for Jackson.
You're not supposed to.
Yeah, look at that. It's not raining too bad
You're
in the
not
booth,
supposed to cut Belford any slack down there. It's just a mist.
Dan, it's not really raining that hard down there.
Well, coaches always had trouble differentiating between a mist and like a monsoon. So
hey, that's a nice hat you got there, fella.
Isn't that? Well, we gotta break out the rain gear every now and then. Hey, something I just wanted to. I'm talking to so many people down here on the Jackson sideline tonight, and yes, it's not a good night on the scoreboard, but you talk to all the adults here and some young kids in the band and what have you, and the tremendous respect they have for Tom McDaniels and his entire coaching staff, what they have done with this Jackson team this year, the discipline, the enthusiasm. They love the way that the man never stops teaching these kids throughout the entire year. It has been really a season of ups and downs, but great things to come in the future here for this Polar Bear team. Back up to you.
All right, thanks, Dan. Some good observations, and there was a fumble on the play. The Polar Bears recover.
Polar Bears get what, their 4th turnover, huh?
There's Yost. I think he was the one that came up with it, Jeff Yost, defensive tackle. See if we can. It was Howard who coughed it up. Yep, right there.
3rd quarterback in there now.
Jackson comes out with their quarterback, Jake Batcho.
They have played Batcho occasionally.
Yeah, and he fumbles the snap. And now he's going to run and picks up some pretty good yardage. Crosses the 50 to about the 46. 46 that is, of Hoover. And some clean jerseys on defense now for Hoover as well. Let's see this fumble. There it goes.
Yeah, we're just not used to taking that snap when it's wet and muddy like that. Come in, try to take the snap, and it falls right out of their hands.
Yeah.
Batcho was always given a series, like the third series of every game. Even after Clayton Hall went down, Batcho, Paulus was the guy that was getting a series early on, then Batcho was, but he didn't do it tonight. But here he is at the end of the ball game putting him in.
Yep, and he fumbled the snap again, picked it up, took it to the Hoover 44. It's going to bring up third down and a long yard here. Clock continues to roll, approaching 4 minutes in this game.
Paulus, the starting quarterback, is a junior. He'll return. Batcho's just a sophomore.
Again, Jackson starting the season with Clay Hall, who suffered a knee injury.
Yeah, and he was a good part of their offense.
Yes,
he could complement what they were doing with Isles, but after they lost him, another fumble.
And there is another fumble, and this time the Vikings come up
Hoover
with it.
got that one.
Yeah, they did.
It's turned into a mud bath out there. They're the muddiest part of the field, and neither quarterback that was new into the game could get to get a snap.
I think 48, Michael Andrews recovers for Hoover. Quick update for you at Tri-Valley tonight. Lake 42, Tri-Valley nothing.
Well, they must have had a big fourth quarter.
And the team that was number 9 in the region with Glen Oak in the Division I region in our area, Toledo St. John's, they won. They were the 9th place team, so they won.
Well, yeah, but it all hinges on what Glen Oak's opponents do that they beat.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the big thing.
Right. And Glen Oak, again, in case you missed it earlier tonight.
See, Glen Oak will get points from Hoover because Hoover's going to win this ball game.
Right.
They wouldn't have gotten any points if Jackson would have won the ball game.
Right. Glen Oak wins 27-10 at Perry. Lake over Tri-Valley tonight, 42-0.
Well, there's so many people coming in out of these ball games. Out of this ball game now, you can't. Lots of clean jerseys.
The drum section there for the Polar Bear band, getting after it, the Purple Army. 3 minutes to go, running clock, 2nd down and 7. Hoover at their own 49. Handoff to the tailback. We are going to take a timeout on the Downtown Ford Lincoln Mercury scoreboard. Hoover nothing, Hoover 31, Jackson nothing. Back after this.
Daniel Boone was a man, yes, a big man, with an eye like an eagle and as tall as a mountain was he. Daniel Boone was a man, yes, a big man. He was brave, he was fearless, and as tough as a mighty oak tree. What a boon, what a doer, what a dream come truer was he.
Staley Technologies, your total communications provider. Visit them at staleytech.com. Staley Technologies, your Motorola authorized two-way radio dealer.
I've been framed, framing family treasures, or whatever you'd like to preserve. Give us your photos and collectibles and we'll turn it into a family treasure.
If you're talking about it, we're talking about it. News Talk 1480 WHBC. The Morning Team. Fred Chenevy and Pam Cook. Steve Luke with your local news. Sam Berkwood with your sports. News Talk 1480 WHBC with the best in sports. The Buckeyes, Browns, Cavs, Indians, and high school sports. Your home for Ron Ponder, Dennis Miller, and Brady Russell. Nobody serves Stark County better. News Talk 1480 WHBC.
We're back at North Canton. The Vikings 31, Jackson nothing on the downtown Ford Lincoln Mercury scoreboard. 1st and 10. And it's the tailback, Witt. Got another score for you in the 4th quarter. Central Catholic 42, St. Thomas 21 in their annual Week 10 showdown. Central, that stunning loss to Steubenville last week, but the Crusaders will finish 9-1 and go into the playoffs.
You're not even going to try this name, huh? You big chicken. The quarterback for Hoover, the 3rd quarterback.
Tulodziecki. Brett T. Tulodziecki.
Okay.
Yeah, trust me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah, you'll hear about it.
I think I'm right.
I wouldn't even try it.
2nd down, 11. They'll give it to Witt again. And he'll get maybe 3. Don't forget, News Talk 1480 WHBC, your home of Cleveland Browns football. This Sunday, the Browns return to action at St. Louis against the winless Rams. Pregame at 11:30, kickoff at 1 o'clock. It's the Browns at St. Louis on News Talk 1480 WHBC this Sunday at 11:30. Coming up in just a few moments, we'll be announcing our Time Warner Player of the Game. Time Warner, the power of you. 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Under a minute left. They'll give it to the fullback this time, and he carries inside the 40 to about the 38.
I've been told that the kid's name at quarterback is Tulodziecki.
Tulodziecki. Well, that would make sense, but there's no J in his name.
I know.
But that's okay. We'll get it right, huh? Tulodziecki.
Well, probably you pronounce the DZ as a J.
There you go. That makes sense.
I don't know.
Well, Hoover in no hurry to run a play. 4th down and 5. And the Vikings are going to celebrate a Federal League title in football in 2007. Clock running down. And they are awful happy about that, as they should be. The Hoover Vikings win it here tonight at Memorial Stadium in North Canton. The final score, the Vikings 31. The Jackson Polar Bears nothing. There you see it on the downtown Ford Lincoln Mercury scoreboard. And we will take a timeout and have our postgame coming up after these messages.
For drivers who want to get the most out of their cars, it's Bridgestone or nothing.
What's waiting for you at the University of Akron? It's energy, excellence, and opportunity. The University of Akron continues to set the standard for excellence in student success, a new gold standard in higher education. It's an exceptional faculty, excellent academic programs, world-class research, state-of-the-art technology, and a vibrant campus life with brand new facilities. The University of Akron, energy, excellence, and opportunity. Lots of opportunity.
Mix 94.1. Wake up in the morning with Rick and Sarah Kay. Your music, your mix.
Your personal DVD of the News Talk 1480 WHBC Game of the Week is available for just $12.95. To get your DVD of a particular game, call 456-7166 or visit WHBC.com. The Game of the Week on DVD. Order yours now.
The High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Carrabba's. Carrabba's Italian Grill is a proud supporter of Stark County football. Please visit us at 6560 Strip Avenue in Canton.
Welcome to downtown Ford Lincoln Mercury. How can we help you?
We are looking for a new vehicle.
We have a budget and a list of must-haves.
Let's have a seat and we'll review that.
When you visit downtown Ford Lincoln Mercury, it's about your needs, not ours. Visit downtown Ford Lincoln Mercury and we'll prove it. Your needs are important to us.
The News Talk 1480 WHBC Football Game of the Week is being brought to you in part by The Health Plan, here for you in your hometown.
You've been watching the News Talk 1480 WHBC High School Football Game of the Week. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Downtown Ford Lincoln Mercury. For price, service, and even more selection, come on down to Downtown Ford Lincoln Mercury. The University of Akron. Come visit us. Discover the Akron advantage for yourself. Diebold, a proud supporter of Stark County student athletes. Subway, eat fresh every day. And Terry's Tire Town. One price does it all.
We are back on the Downtown Ford Lincoln Mercury scoreboard. Hoover 31, Jackson nothing. Dan Belford down on the field with the winning coach, Don Hertler Jr. Dan?
Okay, we're with Coach Hertler. He's trying to get a couple of his captains over. Maybe we get a hold of a couple of coaches here, and we'll take care of that. But how's it feel? Outright Federal League champs 2007.
Great defensive effort by the kids to shut them out. Isles can break at any time, and just really happy to get every senior in the game here tonight, and a lot of kids in the game here. And we wanted to be on a roll going into the playoffs, and hopefully we keep getting better, and we are, and I'm just happy.
You jumped out pretty quick tonight, Don. Did you think you maybe hit a flat spot there? Like just a little bit of mismanagement, the elements?
With the elements, we mishandled the ball a couple times, and we got to do a better job of that. But, hey, fellas, Matt!
Come on over, guys. Matt McCall, pretty good as well.
Night like this, things are going to happen, but our captains are the guys that have led this group, not me, so I want you to talk to them. Thanks.
All right, come on over, guys, real quick. Matt McCulchuk, guys, come on in. How's it feel? Champs outright 2007. This had to be a goal coming out for the season. Who wants to talk?
Let Jimmy talk. All right, Jimmy. Greatest feeling. Back where it belongs, up there. We're going to get our name up there.
Jackson only 4-5 coming into this game. You were concerned, though. They're a pretty dangerous team.
Yeah, 29. He can break play any moment, so can never relax. And the whole team pulled together. So,
what do you think your biggest improvement coming early in the season? I know Coach had questions. He knew you were good. You hadn't gotten there yet. What were the biggest improvements for you guys?
Our defense we really stepped it up. Our offensive line started from square one. We've been building. We didn't return a lot of offensive line guys from last year, but these guys all stepped it up, and we've just been making plays and strong defense.
Defensively, it came down just 11 guys out there. You guys pursue well to the ball.
Yeah, we're finally flying around to the ball. Beginning of the season, we weren't really flying to the ball, but now we're playing as a unit. We really come together. Everybody's playing as one.
Offensively, balance. You thought it was pretty good tonight?
Oh yeah. Eric ran hard. Philip came in, gave us a burst, played great. Line did a heck of a job. Mitch, Kohler, blocking all day. Matt making plays. Everybody's making plays tonight. And it was a great game.
Well, just hearing you young guys, it's all about team, and that's what made you guys Federal League champs this year. Congratulations, and hey, playoffs and home field advantage. Go get them, guys. All right, thanks a lot. There you have the captains of the North Canton Viking High School team for this year, 2007 Federal League champs, guys. Back up to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Dan, and appreciate those comments. Good stuff down there on the field in the rain as we wrap things up here tonight with a Viking win, 31-0 over the Jackson Polar Bears. And we're going to take a look now at the final statistics in our game with Coach Glass.
Well, just like at the half, it was all Hoover. 16 first downs to 6, 164 yards passing to 54 by the Polar Bears. 204 on the ground, 40 on the ground for the Polar Bears. 4 turnovers each team because of the conditions. Penalties, 5 for Jackson, 3 for North Canton. Total yards, Hoover 368, Jackson 94. Some individual stats. Well, Kolchak had 5 catches, 99 yards, 2 touchdowns. Eric Howard ran the ball 16 times for 85 yards. Philip Howard 12 times for 80 yards. Jared Wackley 10 for 16 in the air, 164 yards, 3 TDs, 1 interception, and 1 TD scoring himself on a run.
All right, time now to announce our Time Warner Player of the Game. Time Warner, the power of you, and I don't think it's any secret. We're going to go with wide receiver and defensive back Matt Wakulczyk of the Hoover Vikings. He is our Time Warner Player of the Game, and Matt receives a commemorative jacket courtesy of Time Warner. As you see Wakulczyk in action here.
He also had a TD-saving tackle.
Right.
On defense.
Had a field goal, had some extra points, returning punts, does it all. And you're seeing Wackerly hook up with Wakulczyk. That has been a dangerous combination all season long for those Hoover Vikings. Here comes the 53-yard TD pass. That was in the first half of play.
Straight down the hash mark.
So the combination of Wackerly and Wakulczyk tonight, Matt Wakulczyk, the Time Warner Player of the Game. Time Warner, the power of you. And congratulations to Matt and the rest of his Viking teammates. So Jackson finishes the season at 4-6. Hoover is 8-2 heading into the playoffs, and in all likelihood will be hosting a first-round playoff game right back here at Memorial Stadium next Saturday night. We want to thank you for joining us, and don't forget Saturday afternoon at Fawcett Stadium, the annual showdown between the Massillon Tigers and the McKinley Bulldogs. Our live coverage begins at Fawcett on Saturday afternoon at 1:30. Join us along with the TV crew from WIVM, News Talk 1480 WHBC, bringing you tomorrow's rivalry game, the Bulldogs and the Tigers from Fawcett Stadium. Our thanks to Dan Belford on the sideline, Coach Glass, Denny Kincaid on the stats. I'm Dave Sheets, and again, thanks to our production crew from WIVM TV 52. Our final score on the downtown Ford Lincoln Mercury scoreboard, the Hoover Vikings 31, the Jackson Polar Bears nothing. Thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.